Like, I'm not like the rappers that you appreciate, that the rappers that you like. Like, it's a difference, right? It's the hip hop I came into, right, when I first was a little kid and I was listening to the artist was the A Team. I call them Team A, right? Team A is from 1979 all the way to 2007, right? That's the Team A of hip hop. Team A of hip hop was a bunch of people that would say the same thing on a record to your face. The media would have to say it to your face. And then there's Team B. Team B is the blog era and all its influence coming until 2023, 2024. That was Team B. Team B was kind of like a bunch of people that got in hip hop that never had to stand and represent people. They never had to say what they wanted to people in their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a bunch of people that didn't say this to people's face, right? It would be like, even the media didn't say this to people's face. You know what I mean? The rappers talk and it was the same reason why Cole and Drake was kind of frustrated when Control came out, even though they had did the Jodeci freestyle where they was kind of subbing the homie and saying all this shit about him getting that award from MTV. You know what I'm saying? When he was getting that award from MTV, you know what I mean? They was subbing him in that record, talking about he didn't deserve it and they was better rappers. And then the homie came in Control and called out names, right? And that's why he was always a sore thumb in Team B. That's why he was always a sore thumb in Team B. He was always a sore thumb because he wasn't like them. He wasn't the kind of person that would just kind of be behind the scenes and saying stuff and wouldn't say it to nobody's face. Right? He was Team B. He got on Control and said, listen, all of y'all by names, I'm trying to be better than all of y'all specifically. And that was not normal for Team B because Team B is the kind of, it's like the era in rap music, right? Where you say stuff, but then you be trying to be cool. It was like a bunch of fugazi relationships. I mean, even the whole blog era is the conduit of it. Kanye became the first person, you know what I mean, where, oh, I'm not black enough because I'm not street enough. Which those two things don't even correlate. It's just dumb. But that be a lot of people this thing with street urban culture is they feel like they not street enough, like we all gotta be this one thing versus all of us raised in this culture. But the point I'm saying is that's what bothered them so much. That's what bothered them niggas so much. They never met niggas that told them, yeah, nigga, I don't like none of that shit you doing, nigga. And I'm talking to you, your name. They didn't like that. They didn't like that. That shit bothered them because they was on Jodeci Freestyle saying a bunch of shit that could be directed to him. Right? And then he said, no, nigga, you, by name. And then he played that game with him. Right? He played that game with him. He's like, oh, okay, I'm a sub too. I'm a sub like y'all sub. But look, the difference, Control is like, I'm not like y'all. I'm from this thing right here. This is how we get down where I'm from. We're going to tell you exactly what we feel. So then fast forward to 2024, right? Because the blog era, that whole kind of bitch nigga era, you know what I mean, was always coming to an end because it was no way masculinity could last that long, especially with them type of niggas in Control. It just wasn't going to work. That shit wasn't man-like. It wasn't manly in the most primitive sense. So 2024, the battle happens, and it's kind of like nails and coffins. You know what I'm saying? It's nails and coffin. It's like, yeah, that shit's done. So here we are, fast forward again, right? And coming into this last 30 days, right? And coming into this dude's album release, to J. Cole's album release. Congratulations to J. Cole, man. I know how challenging it is to make an album and how tough it is to get, let alone at that level. So congratulations to him, right? Where on this mixtape, I'm saying the same thing. I'm like it's a bunch of shoe shining. It ain't really, you don't know what's going on or what's being talked about. So it could just be an effort to be talked about, right? And I'm like, that's not enough to make Glasses digest your music. I mean, like, it don't make me excited about your album. Like, it was nothing, on a mixtape. Like, it was just rapping. And I don't care if you rap good. Like, I grew up, I was a little kid in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I heard the best rappers. I heard the greatest niggas to ever do this cultural thing. You know what I mean? Like, I heard it. Like, I grew up listening to the niggas. Tupac, nigga. I remember being a kid and Tupac raising, in teenage formative years. So it's like, I'm not really that enthused technically to hear somebody, because it's like, I heard the best. Now it's like, are you driving a point home culturally? So coming into it, I'm telling everybody, I'm like, well, I'm not really that excited. I kind of didn't, when I went back and studied everything that was happening, I wasn't really into kind of the way he was, the type of man he was, like how I saw how he was behaving with the homie. And don't get me wrong, the homies love him. Like Punch, I know the homies love him. They got love for him. I mean, and I'm sure Dot even got love for him. Feel me? Like, I think that's fair to say, because whatever their relationship coming up, they built their bond. But me, I don't have that. We don't have that. It's just, now I'm judging you based off of all I can see and consume. So it's like, coming into this space of this album, I'm telling you, I'm like, yeah, the stuff that I'm reading about that mixtape don't make me be excited about going to listen to this album. So coming out of this situation, the behavior, then going back to study exactly kind of the things that he was doing with my homeboy, I really wasn't into the caring about the album. So here's this mixtape, here's his opportunity, right? Here's his opportunity, right? To say, okay, nigga, this shit drive you to make you. And, I'm reading the lyrics. I didn't even get a chance to get to that because I'm reading the lyrics and I'm like, man, it's a bunch of subbing. Like, it's a bunch of like Team B shit. Where you saying open things and nobody know you talking about. It's just, and y'all call that skills and talent. I just called it bullshit. Because you're not really saying what you mean. You know what I'm saying? I just call it bullshit. I think it's cute sometimes to sub, and that's an artistic merit, but not a career of it. Eventually, like, the masculinity should come out, and you should be like, nigga, name, nigga, this is what I'm talking about. Nigga, I'm that nigga. Nigga, you can't fuck with me. You know what I mean? There you go. That's the word, 730 JB, passive aggression. I ain't into that. That's not the type of man I am. And I don't really respect men like that. So the mixtape comes out, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm reading the lyrics. I'm like, oh, man, this is more passive aggressive bullshit. I'm cool. Now I don't want to get into the album. Like, just because music is available don't mean I got to listen to it. Y'all can listen to it. It's nothing wrong. Like, right? That's choice. So now, looking at it, I'm waiting for something that says, here's something. I'm pushing for greatness. I'm pushing for uniqueness. I'm pushing to add something to the arts, right? Not just product because I'm an all-time great, but I'm looking to do something that makes you want to listen to me, right? And so as I'm listening to everybody in the Gatekeepers group chat talk about it, as I'm listening to everybody in the Operation group chat talk about it, as I'm listening to the conversation, nothing still has jumped out to make me say, I need to dive into this album. So no, I didn't listen to it.